Hi and welcome to my channel. So recently there's been a lot of confusion regarding the UK BRP, which is the biometric residence permit. And what has happened is that the people who have applied for UK visas recently, whether you're on a skilled worker visa, health and care worker visa, student visa, dependent visa, it doesn't matter, all of them have an expiry date which is the 31st of December 2024. So we now have more information about what is going to happen going forward because the UK Home Office or the Visa and Immigration Department has now provided that information. So that's what I'm going to talk about in today's video. So it's really, really important that you're watching this till the end so that you know exactly what it is that you need to do going forward, because this is something that proves your legal right to be in the UK, to be able to work, to be able to study, and to be able to live in this country freely. And so if you're new to my channel, you're obviously welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, as usual, I appreciate your time. And if you haven't joined this family, you should take this opportunity right now to hit the subscribe button below so that you're the first person that is notified every single day when I drop a new video on here at 10 a.m. prompt UK time. My goal is to make sure that you are aware of the best opportunities to move to the UK with free visa sponsorship without spending thousands of pounds, millions of money, and getting in debt without even the hope of getting any job once you move to the UK. But one thing that I'm really passionate about as well is career progression in the UK. Yes, now you're in the UK, what next? Now you're in this country. Is that the end of you? No. So I'm really passionate about career progression, getting jobs to work for the NHS, which is the National Health Service in the UK. You know, this is an organization that if you're an immigrant, you should 100% be aiming to work. I'm also passionate about UK apprenticeships so that you get paid to work and study at the same time in order for you to progress in your career without being stuck in low-paying UK jobs that are not befitting enough of your status, your qualifications, your experiences, and the lifestyle that you want to live. So if you're keen on any of these things that I've spoken about, check the comment section below. You're going to see my free newsletter. You know, it's free to join. Obviously, drop your name and email, and I send that information directly to your amazing inbox when it becomes available. Also, you're going to see my contact details on there. There's my WhatsApp number as well as my email address, so that if you're sudden and you're thinking, Melvis, all these things you've mentioned, I need that one-to-one support, I need that tailored guidance, I need that hand-holding, I need somebody to guide me with this process, then you can get in contact with me, obviously, after watching this video, because these are the things that I'm passionate about. As somebody who has been through all of this, gone through all these different processes, I can tell you that I empathize with those of you that are currently going through this process. So, like I said, check the comment section below and get in contact with me when you're ready. Also, have you noticed that your BRP is expiring on the 31st of December 2024? If you haven't, this is the time for you to check, because you need to make sure that you are, in regular in this country. So what is the situation at the moment? Are you already in the UK? Are you still out of this country? Are you looking for pathways and opportunities to move to the UK? If so, what are you considering? So leave that in the comment section below, and I'm more than happy to share more information. And other people also that have gone through similar pathways may also be able to chip in from their personal experiences in order to support you so that you're able to achieve your dreams, your goals of not only moving to this country, but succeeding, excelling in this country. Because the objective, let me tell you, is to work less, earn a lot more money, and get to retire early. We're not here to suffer. I keep saying this. The reason we're coming to this country is to work less, earn a lot more money, and get to retire early. So what is really going on with these BRPs? So like I've said, the BRP means biometric residence permit. This is what you use to legally show, say, an employer or anybody in the UK that you're in this country legally. What the government has been doing, for example, when I had my own work visa, before I had my British passport, I had my BRP. And if I was looking for a job and they said to me, Melvis, where is your right to work? That's what I would show. And that is what is written on, that you've got no access to public funds or whatever restrictions you've got on your visa, they're going to be on that card. So the government has said that they're going to stop issuing this card, which means that that is the reason why all of them are currently expiring on the 31st of December 2024. So what is going to happen from the 1st of January 2025? Look, there's going to be massive changes. I'm going to tell you what these changes are, but also why these changes have been introduced, because with these UK rules, it's important to understand the what but also the why. And by the way, if you're watching this and you know any relatives that are in the UK looking to move to the UK, do share this information with them, because like I said, there are people that have received their COS, which is the certificate of sponsorship. They've applied for their visa. It says that they can be in the UK for 1 year or 3 years or 5 years, but they have noticed that their BRP is expiring in a few months time, and many people have understandably been very concerned. I know this because I deal with these things on a daily basis, especially with members of my private coaching program, which, by the way, if it's our first time meeting, obviously, my name is Melvis. I currently work as an advanced nurse practitioner, which is the most senior clinical nursing position. I started as a carer myself. Like I said, that's why I'm passionate about all these processes. Before I studied nursing in the UK, I've gone on to do 2 apprenticeships, and I now work in a very prestigious nursing job. I'm a proud nurse. I'm sorry to say, nursing is definitely the top profession. I've shared extensive videos on here about different pathways to get into nursing, both paid as well as unpaid, which means you actually get paid to study nursing in the UK. And there are various pathways as well. If you check the description box below, I've got loads of free resources there to guide you, to give you more information about what some of these pathways and advantages are. You're also going to see, if you check the description box or the about section on the channel, more information about my private coaching program, because I offer one-to-one tailored, individualized and personalized guidance. This is something that I've had this program for the last 4 years. So I'm not new to all this. I've had this program for 4 years, supporting people to get into nursing, to get free visa sponsorship jobs, to move to the UK or switch if you're already in the UK, do apprenticeships where you're paid to work and study at the same time. I'm going to tell you that from experience, my program is only for the top 1% of people that, like me, are interested and invested in personal and professional development. So if this is you, you can check that program and join. If you're thinking, Melvis, but what is in it for me? Check the comment section and contact me. I'm more than happy to have that conversation with you and to answer any questions that you may have. It entails a lot of hard work and dedication, but it is something that you definitely will succeed in the end. It can take time because career progression is not a day's job. It does take time. I like to be really honest with you so that if you're embarking on this journey with me, you have realistic expectations to know that it is not a walk in the park, but it is going to make you to ultimately earn more money, work less, and retire early. That's the only way. And so going back to what we're talking about, what is going to happen from the 1st of January 2025? So the UK government has indeed confirmed that they are going to stop issuing these cards completely. So the only way to prove that you're legal in the UK is going to be done electronically. And one of the reasons for this is that landlords have been complaining that some people have a BRP that shows that they're in the UK legally for 5 years, but when you check the government database, the immigration database, you see that maybe their visa has already been cancelled. But because you've got the BRP, if you just look at the BRP, it can be very misleading to think, oh, this person is still legal. And the Home Office, which is obviously the Visa and Immigration Service, they have announced massive fines for landlords that are employing or giving houses to illegal immigrants, as well as employers that are employing illegal immigrants. When we talk about illegal immigrants, we mean people that are working against the rules of whatever visa they have, because illegal in this case doesn't mean you've got no visa to be in the UK. It can also be that you do have a UK visa, but you're not respecting the terms of your visa. And so those employers are being given massive fines up to £60,000 per person, as well as landlords in the UK. So getting this electronic database is going to make it easier for them to be able to check, because they're going to have access to the immigration database, which means that instead of showing the BRP cards, they're going to check digitally. So this is something that is massive. And like I say, it has a huge impact, because if, for example, you're working with a company that the license has been revoked, when they check digitally, they're going to see that you no longer have right to stay in the UK. But previously, well, as is currently the case, you can just show your BRP, even if legally your license has been revoked, which means that this is something that if you're in the UK in any of these situations, you want to make hay while the sun shines, you want to get a job legally before that time so that you're not caught up in any of these predicaments, because it is going to make it easier for employers, landlords to be able to spot those people who have legal right to stay in the UK, but their companies have already lost their licenses, which means that automatically their visas have been cancelled. So that's why I thought I better let you know. And if you're a member of my private coaching program and you're started thinking, oh my goodness, Melvis, how does this entail? I would have spoken about it with you anyway. But in case you're hearing this for the first time, we're going to talk more about it during our next live session, because obviously we've now got more information about this from the UK visa and immigration. And I'm going to be following very closely what is going on, because like I've said, it's going to be starting from the 1st of January 2025, these digital checks. Some companies and employers are already doing this, but many of them have not yet caught up because of the technology and the level of encryption that is needed to be able to check. So what do you think about this? And by the way, if you like this content, hit the like button. It lets me know you enjoy content like this. Check out this other video that I've linked up here specially for you. Thank you.